Hi. No professional way to do this yet. Welcome to an intuitive power class. Power flow, let's say. We'll see what comes. My power is not kick your butt power, and it's not super speedy because I don't like that. It's more of just some poses that are a bit tougher and not tough on the really hard scale, but yeah, we'll see what comes out. I haven't planned it. Sometimes I do classes this way and we'll see what flows in my body. And then that's what you guys get. So come to a comfortable seat or easy pose. And I like to uncross my ankles. So making both ankles on the mat, and then make sure your sit bones are planted. Bring your hands onto your knees, and you can either place your palms down. It gives you a bit more of a grounding energy, or place your palms up, gives you a bit more of a receiving energy. I will receive whatever I'm needed, whatever is needed to come through for me for today. And then close your eyes. Pardon me, excuse me. And just notice your breath. So with every inhale, your body expands through your back, through your ribs, maybe a little in your shoulders. And then the exhale, let it all go. So it's like a dropping. And then an inhale, bring in an intention. Exhale, release what isn't serving you. And that can be through your mouth or your nose. Make it your practice. One more inhale, feel, call in. Exhale, let it go. Great. And then come and look up. Your eyes may have been closed. And if not, all good. We are going to come to roll over onto hands and knees right away to start, to get into this. So placing the palms underneath your shoulders and fingers are spread wide. Toes can be tucked or untucked, whatever you feel good with. Tuck gives you a bit more, almost like a kickstand. Untucked, you use your core more. So we're gonna reach our right arm out and left foot out. And then lower your arms so it's shoulder distance. You don't have to go above. And then stretch further than you normally would. Inhale is the stretch, exhale, curl it in, elbow to knee. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. One more, inhale. Exhale, come down, plant your hand, plant your knee. And then the other side, left arm out. Right toes, extend and stretch. Make sure you watch your arm, shoulder distance, shoulder height. Inhale here, exhale, elbow to knee, curl it in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more, inhale, stretch. Exhale, plant. And then I want you to move your body as it feels good for you. So make it fluid. Make it intuitive. Where does your body call for you to go? Is it circles? Is it wiggles? And if you were circling, go the other direction. Okay, now I want you to walk your knees out a bit further on your mat so your toes are almost at the back. Then have a 90-degree in between your shin, your thighs. And then your chest is gonna come down. So your knees stay there, you're not gonna come forward. Then you've lost your 90 degrees. So booty reaches toward the sky, chest reaches towards the mat, fingers are out long. This is a happy puppy pose. Sometimes you see them, they do down dog or they do this. And then you can let your forehead touch or your chin touch. Just feeling the stretch in your spine. And breathe. Your chin is slightly tucked in towards your chest to feel more of the stretch in your back. Okay, now come up a little so you can see me. We're going to bring the left hand more into the center. We're going to weave this right hand in, and then we're going to put our right cheek on the mat. Little side twist. Ah, yes, juicy. Ooh. And if you don't feel anything, sort of move to see where you feel it. Do you need to put your hand here and push a little more? Does this arm need to move? Okay, opposite side, come on up. Right hand into the middle of the mat. Left hand weaves through, left cheek on the floor on the mat. And stretch. And breathe. Okay, coming back up to all fours. We're gonna get into our first down dog. I like to help everyone get there in case they've been doing it wrong this whole time. So fingers are spread wide. More weight is pressed into the base of your pointer finger and your thumb. That will help your wrists a little. Then tuck your toes and hover your knees. This is good for your core if you want to come here. And then we're going to reach our chest towards our upper thigh. Upper thighs. So our knees are still bent. And then booty more towards the sky, chest more towards the upper thighs, and then straighten the legs. Yes, upside down V. So press into those palms and activate your feet. The legs are also engaged and working here. Some people put most of their weight into their arms. So if you have to shift your body a little to remind your legs to work, take half the load. And booty or sit bones reach towards the sky. We're going to inhale, bring the right leg to the sky. Exhale, swing it in between our hands. We'll start here, lower your knee and come up, inhale. Lower those shoulders and just be for a moment. If you need to, you can quickly just feel the stretch where it feels good and then come out of that. We're not holding that because it might be the incorrect framing, and I want to protect your body. So just sort of feel it, maybe weave through it. Okay, now place both hands down, framing the foot, lift that front foot, come back to plank. Then booty to the sky, one more down dog. Raise the left leg toward the sky, inhale. Exhale, swing it forward. Lower the back knee. Inhale, come up. Lower those shoulders. It's almost like a flossing, just a feeling like, ooh, it feels really good there, juicy, coming out. Because the proper posture for this is up. The legs are hugging together, but we'll get there in a moment. Just feeling the goodness here. Okay, and then plant both hands down, framing the foot, and then lift up. Good one, down dog. Booty to the sky. Then walk up your dog. So as one heel lifts, the other presses towards the mat. And the other opposite lifts, other presses towards the mat. And make your walk your own. Is it speedy? Is it slow? Is it still? Maybe you don't walk at all. Maybe you're still trying to get that balance between your legs and your arms. Okay, then walk to the front of your mat. A little bend in the knees, hanging over your legs. Almost feel your belly touch your upper thighs. So if you need to get there by bending deeper, then do that. If you feel a little bit touching, that's good. And then we're going to roll up slowly, like a set of pearls, a string of pearls. Oh, one vertebrae stacks on top of the other. And then we're up. Okay, we're going to add some more speed to this. So inhale up, exhale forward fold. Inhale, look up, press into something, flat back. So it's almost like a push-a-war here. Your hands push into your shins and your shins push into your hands. Inhale again, exhale forward fold. Inhale, look up quickly. Exhale, plant your hands, come back to plank. Hold for a moment, using your core, making sure your fingers are lined up. Pause here, inhale, and then shift a little forward in your body onto your toes. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Untuck your toes, inhale, look up. To make sure you're using your back muscles instead of your hands, you can release your hands. It's like a little test. And then exhale, lower. Heels to booty, just transition through child's pose. Tuck your toes, push up to down dog. Readjust your down dog if you need. And then walk your hands forward. Bend the knees slightly and roll up. Okay, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at your hips. Inhale, look up, press into something, the floor, the shins. Exhale, plant your hands, walk back to plank pose. Inhale, exhale, shift forward and lower. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale through child's pose. Tucking those toes, coming into down dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right foot between the hands. And then we're coming up to high lunge. We were here before, just with our knee down. So this is the correct posture positioning. You want to actively, like you're scissoring your legs together. So it's almost an energetic pull, and that will lift you up. Then you want to make sure there's a 90-degree here, as much as you can. Some teachers used to say, make sure you can have a tray here, and this tray has water or tea in it, so that's really low. For me, I'd rather you hug it in, use your core, activate, pull it up, so it elongates your body. And then hold. We're gonna lower the back heel to come into warrior two. So the back, left edge of your foot is lined up with the back edge of the mat. This leg has almost a 90-degree. Toes face forward, and the heel here lines up with the inside edge of your back foot. Now that outer edge of your left foot, push it more into the mat. And then remember that hugging, engaging, lifting up. It's almost like zipping yourself into tight jeans. Okay, then arms out. You can look. Some people just do this or, go further and they don't know. So you can look and then relax your shoulders. And then look beyond or through or past the middle finger and find your gaze point, which is your drishti point. And breathe. Holding. Remembering all those cues. So outer edge of the left foot presses towards the mat. Hugging, engaging, and pulling, scissoring those inner thighs together. Hugging in the core, keeping the front knee bent. Nice. Now we're gonna windmill our left hand down, lift our back toes, come to high lunge with our hands supporting, then come back to plank, booty to the sky, down dog. Walk forward to your hands, bend the knees, and inhale up. Other side. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press into something, look up, look back. Exhale, plant your hands, come back to high plank. Inhale, forward, exhale, lower. You can always do that on your knees if you like. Inhale up, exhale down. Through child's pose quickly, tucking the toes to your down dog. Adjust your down dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, forward. Inhale up, high lunge. Remembering all the cues we did. So scissoring those thighs together, zipping in or hugging your hip bones together. Can you squeeze your hip bones together even more? And then trying to come to your 90-degree, knowing eventually you'll get here, as long as you don't lose the integrity of the other things. You're up on your toes. And then breathe for a moment. Relaxing those shoulders. Feeling your strength. And then we're gonna lower the back heel down, coming into warrior two on the side. So toes facing me, or your right outer edge of your foot is parallel to the back edge of the mat. And then back up to see. Then your left toes facing forward. You have that bend. And then press into that right outer edge of your foot. Imagine a teacher comes and like pushes it down for you. Arms out. Check your arms. Relax your shoulders. And then your gaze is beyond your middle finger. Remembering the scissoring of the thighs, hugging in with the core. Strength here, and breathe. Windmills, hands forward, lifting the foot, coming into plank. And then what I said earlier, if you want, you can come to your knees and then lower down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale through child's pose. And then up to down dog. Fix your dog. Pause here, catch your breath. And remembering all those cues. So fingers are spread wide, more weight into your base of your index finger and your thumb. Equal weight between your legs and your arms. Hip bones or sit bones rather, reaching towards the sky. Chest reaching towards those thighs. Nice. Ooh, okay, walk your feet to your hands, little bend in your knees, roll up. Great, so we've had some heat there, which is what I wanted, some speed, some flow. Now we're gonna go into a little bit of balancing. Okay, so keep your left foot in the center of your mat and then bring the right foot forward. So almost to the front of your mat. If you think of this distance, it's like one arm length distance. Oh, here, before interruption. So right toes, the front toes face forward. The back toes, make it as though you're on skis, so there's a little bit of space. But the back toes face like 11 o'clock or where the left top edge of your mat. Then make sure you straighten your hips forward. Come over here more. And then we're gonna hinge at the hips like we've been doing and come to your edge without opening the hips. We're gonna make sure those hips both stay forward. So pull the right one back, the left forward, and come to your spot. If you have furniture, you can use that. If you have blocks, which I need to get, or you can come all the way to the floor. And then that's your forehead towards your knee. Remembering to pull that right hip back, left hip forward, and breathe, stretching. Okay, we're going to, for all of you who are not here, bend into your right knee to bring your hands to the floor of the mat. And then we're going to walk our hands forward so the back leg lifts. Then can you straighten the right leg? Can you bring one hand off? You can open up. So this can be a half moon where you open up, it's opening the hips, or you can come parallel and make it a warrior three. Woo! Make your own balance, yogi's choice. And then this left foot that's lifted, we're gonna bring it down, but we're gonna bring it down behind that right foot and then toes touch, pinky toes, sorry. Hope you can see what I'm doing. A twist. And then can your hands touch, and again, you might be on your blocks. And find your edge, is it more to the right? Oh yeah, that hurts for me, it's good. A good hurt, not a pinch or burn. You can come into the left a bit more. Find your spot. Okay, we're gonna unravel, toes touch, heels apart about an inch, come lower into your chair pose. So can you see your toes beyond your knees? Your core is engaged and your shoulders are relaxed. Can you sit a little lower? Keeping that integrity, belly hugged in, see your toes. Okay, come up, separate those toes. Then we're going to come into a tree pose. So this left leg is gonna get light. You can come here, this is stage one, kickstand. You can come here, calf. You have to bypass the knee. We don't want you to push into that joint. Come up here, great. Hands can go to hips. Think prayer hands to your heart. Or you can spread your limbs, your tree branches. And the one thing about trees is they don't have any shame or judgment if anything falls or a branch comes off. They come right back and grow strong again. So think that. If you're unbalanced today, there might be a reason for it. When you hear something that might help, pushing your foot into your thigh and your thigh into your foot. So it's that push-a-war action we were talking about earlier. And then find a gaze point that doesn't move that you can look at, a drishti point. Great, and then breathe. Okay, we're gonna cross the left ankle on top of the right knee. And then we're gonna come to sit as low as we can, like a standing figure four. And can you touch? Only if you can. This might be too much for you. Nice, and then coming back up. Standing on your left leg and shaking that right leg out. Gonna go to the other side. Okay, so the left foot forward. Right foot in the middle of the mat, left foot forward, about an arm distance. Making sure you're on skis, so there's a bit of space. Then the right toes face out to either 1 o'clock or the top right edge of your mat. Hips are forward, and then hinge at the hips. This could be your spot. This could hurt enough. I understand that. You can come a little further down, or you can bring your fingers to the mat. Making sure that left hip is pulling back, the right hip is pulling forward, forehead towards the knee, and breathe. Okay, we're gonna bend into that left knee so that we can touch the mat. And then what that does is that allows us to lift the back leg. So yogi's choice here, you can keep your hips parallel if you can. That's the goal of warrior three. You can come up with one hand or two hands, or you can fly. Or you can put your left hand down on the floor or maybe on a block, and then open your hips up, coming into half moon. Okay, then we're gonna bring this right foot down, crossing on the back side of our left leg that's standing, and then our pinky toes touch. Forward fold here. And again, this might be too deep for you, so you might be on some blocks. I promise to get some. And then your forehead is towards your knee. And then find your edge. Is it more to the right? More to the left? All of it? Yes. Unravel, big toes touch, heels apart about an inch. And then lower your seat down for chair pose. Can you look down and still see your toes? Are your shoulders relaxed and the core engaged? Can you sit a little lower, keeping the integrity? Now arms, I wouldn't say are so specific here. It can be that they're forward. I wouldn't go too far back, because then that changes here. You want to almost tuck that tailbone down. So there's a scooping. It's not so much that. You can see the difference. So if your arms move you out of that, then come back, hugging the core in, tailbone down, scooping under. I would almost say the hands, the arms are next to your ears. Okay, coming up, we're gonna come into our tree pose. So that is kickstand option. This is enough for you. You can come into your calf. bypassing that knee, coming up to your inner thigh. So the right bottom base of your foot presses into the left thigh, pushing. And then grabbing that point, doesn't move. And breathe. And allowing yourself to have some imperfections. You sway or wobble, or bring your foot down and then come back. No shame, no guilt. It is all perfect. It is all a practice to get to a goal, and then you move that goal potentially to keep practicing. You don't move that goal to become the best. You know, like there is no end goal. There's no guru status you need to get to. It's a practice because the practice is the journey. Okay, crossing that right heel on top of the left knee and then come back into seated. Can you touch the mat? Can you lower? And feel where it feels good for you. Maybe there's some movement here you had in the beginning. Maybe it's not stagnancy. Coming back up, unraveling, and step into that right leg and shake the left one. We're doing some work. Okay, we're gonna come back down to our mats to finish up. So inhale up, exhale forward fold. Inhale, look up, press into something, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, come into plank. Pause here for a moment, a few moments. We'll get some core in. Inhale, forward on those toes. Exhale, elbows in. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now bring your right or left cheek to the mat. Arms are at your sides, palms facing up. And then just wiggle your hips side to side. Releasing anything in the back. We'll come back and do that once more, but hands are right back at your side. Fingertips are off the mat. So it's like a tent shape. And we're gonna inhale up, exhale down. This is more for arm strength, lubrication of the spine. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up. We're not using our back muscles so much, but we will. And then exhale, the other cheek to the mat, arms at your side, palms face up. Wiggle it out, release. Okay, then bring your palms next to your ribs or next to your chest. We're gonna lift one leg, lift the other leg, making sure your pubic bone is still pressing into the mat. And then coming up into your baby cobra with your chest. Remember, taking your arms away to make sure you're using your back muscles. And then if you can and you have the space, bring your arms out. We're gonna swim, do a little bit of swimming. Working on our core, our glutes. You can have breaststroke. Okay, and then once more, cheek to mat. Shake it out. Okay, we're gonna come in, put our arms under. So elbows are under your shoulders. Arms are out straight. Palms are facing down. And then we're going to imaginarily, that's a word. Yeah, just imagine, we'll just say that. Imagine your elbows are pulling towards your hip bones. So you might move a little, like a millimeter. And then your hip bones are pressing into the mat and slightly moving towards your elbows. That will lift you up a little more, so your chest and heart reach forward. And that, it's almost like that scissoring action we were imagining. We were high lunge. So pulling in the elbows, pulling the hips, reaching the chest up, and then lowering your shoulders. Breathing here. Okay, so coming down onto your belly, you can, if you need, do one more hip shake. And if you're coming with me, I want the right arm out and I want you to roll over and come into hanging out. You're chatting to your girlfriend, whoever, your friends. And then from here, I want you to grab with your left arm the top of your left foot. Can you push that left heel into your booty and then point your left knee down? Do whatever you need to create stability with your right leg. Some people might do this to activate their core, keeping it straight, which is what I'm trying, but you can if this is easier. And this is just a nice stretch. I think it's your quads. Wow, I'm not the best at muscles. Okay, letting that go, releasing and rolling over to the other side. So you would just roll this way. I will swivel. And then coming out to your hangout pose. Yeah, just having a chill conversation. Right hand grabs the top of your foot, heel towards your booty, and that right knee is towards, if you were standing, it would be towards the floor. This is towards the bottom edge of your mat. Do what you need to do with your left foot. Just feeling the stretch. Nice. A few more. Breathing into that. Okay, when you're ready, release. Coming back onto your belly. You can do one more, palms at your arms at your side, palms face up. A little wiggle. Just feels so good, so why not? Okay, now we're gonna grab our feet this way. It's the tops of your feet. You can also go lower to the tops of your ankles and then flex your feet, if that is in your practice. And then push the tops of your feet into your hands, so much so that it lifts you. So keep imagining the tops of your feet pushing into your hands and then lifting your chest up and breathing. You might rock and roll a little with your breathing, and that's okay. Maybe you make it fun. You can add some rocking. Whew. Okay, and then lowering one more cheek to the mat, arms at your sides, palms face up. Let it go, let it go. Let your breath go. We are done. Back. Okay, now we're gonna press into our hands. So our booty touches our heels. We're gonna come into a child's pose. You can keep your knees together, or you can widen your knees, which is what I like, more space. Palms come out in front of you. You can press into your palms a little to lower your booty, and then let it go, relax. It's not an active pose, it's a rest pose. Forehead to the ground. Breathing, feeling, allowing whatever thoughts or emotions that come up to come. Don't block. They say our issues are in our tissues. So when we start moving, something might come up. Just allowing that. It needs to be released. Okay, and coming up quickly, to stand on your knees and then just sit on your heels. Just a quick transition. And then scoot off your heels. Swing those legs forward into a forward fold. So I remember in yoga training, they said this pose was called intense pose. My this wasn't intense. And they're like, well, activate and engage your legs. So if the teacher was to come around and press on your muscles, would they be tight? Ooh, you can test yourself. Okay, that's engaging. Toes are towards your nose, so your feet are flexed. And then engage your calves, your thighs. Then hug that core in. So imagining those hip bones coming together or zipping up those tight jeans. Then inhale up, relax the shoulders, and sit here for a moment. Does this feel like an intense pose? Trying to hold it all. Keep reminding yourself, flex those feet, tight muscles. The teacher's gonna come by any moment. And if you can, your body is at 90 degrees. Staying there, I'm just gonna show you. I know you can also pull the flesh out from your sit bones if you need. I remember when I first started, I was like this, but I tried. Can you come forward? This makes it more intense. So that there's a little reach of that chest forward. Okay, let it go just by releasing the legs. And we're gonna let the hands come forward. Walk them to your edge. And understanding, we all have different edges, obviously. We're all different humans. But you might be flexible in one area and not to the other area, and that might be life. You might be really chill and relaxed about friends being late and not caring, and you might have high integrity somewhere else. So we're all individual and unique and allowing ourselves to have that. I am not good at this type of stretch. I'm not flexible here, and I'm okay with that. I have other things I'm really good at, but I still feel it. Can you touch your toes? Ooh, for me, I feel this in my back because I'm pulling a little with my toes. My toes are slightly pushing forward. I'm just pulling me a little forward. Don't do it too hard. If you want, you can bounce here again, almost that flossing action, not the harsh ripping. You can come here and pull your ankles, maybe a little bend in your elbows. And the point is your chest is reaching towards your toes or feet. Another pose could be that you curve your back and your forehead goes towards your knees, but you're still pulling forward. They're different. There's not one good or bad, in my opinion. Some other teachers might say otherwise. And knowing that, right, as teachers, we all have our own views, like we do on life. So make yourself your own teacher. You know your own wisdom. Your inner wisdom will guide you if you allow yourself to listen to them. Okay, coming up. Nice. My crows are out there getting peanuts. Oh, sorry. I've hurt my right hamstring. Okay, toes touch. Just flutter your wings. Now, spreading those feet wide, like you're opening the binding of a book. And can your elbows press your knees down? And then your chest is going towards your feet again. Keeping your spine straight in this position. Finding your edge. Also allowing your butterfly wings to be whatever uniquely beautiful butterfly you are. Some people always try to go, and it can be whatever. You're still getting a stretch. Okay. Then you can curl your back, your spine if you want. So it's a little curl of your spine, your belly hugs in, your nose goes towards your toes. Brave. Try not to give yourself a pedicure this time. It's always my challenge. Like, whoa, look at these feet. I need to pick at this. Try to avoid that. Be present with your breath, your yoga practice. Something I say to myself is, you can come back to that, Rose, if it's important. You'll remember it. And guess what? I never do. Because my feet are a mess. Okay, coming back up. Nice. Just crossing your legs here. We're going to do just a few things that I would normally do at the beginning of a practice, but I wanted to get into this stretch a little. So left leg down beside you and let it come out till you feel a pull in your right side of your body. You can go a little deeper, and then you can also bend your left elbow. I think the goal eventually, but you don't have to have a time limit on it, is to get your elbow down, but you have to also keep your right sit bone connected to the mat. So You'll feel it. You'll know your edge. Like, oh, this feels good. Don't worry about how beautiful it looks or, oh, look around the class. Who else is doing it my way? Do it your way. As long as you feel it. I feel it. This is really a tight spot for me. So it's nice to do this. And then up and over if you like. You can add a tiny bit of a twist by looking up. Ooh, yeah, juicy. And it might just be because I'm super tight. Okay, press into that left hand, bouncing you up and over to the other side. Right hand glides down. And then reaching up and over, or maybe you don't start there. Maybe you feel it. Okay, for me here on the side, I can go deeper. We're gonna have different sides that need more attention, different days. Some days our balance is better on one leg. Okay, then up and over. If you did it on the other side, try to mirror what you did. And then looking up, add a tiny bit of a twist. Pressing into that hand, and then coming down to lay on your back. Bring your feet to the mat and your knees up towards the sky, and your feet are as wide as your mat. We're going to do some windshield wipers here. So that's dropping the left knee to the outer left of your body and the right knee in. And then up to the right side. Everything goes to the right side. And then make it your own. Maybe you are speedy with your windshield wipers. It's a really rainy day. Maybe you alternate. Like you just sort of drop one in and the other. I do this almost every morning. And something I like to do, so let's say you're coming with me, you drop to the left. Bring that left foot up and just use it as a weight to pull down that right knee. Oh, again, I'm tight here on my right side, so I really feel it. Check our timing. And then release that. Maybe you do the same on the other side. If you're with me, try to mirror what you did. Oh yeah. Your arms can be cactus arms or goalpost arms, whatever you want to call it, basically. Okay, undo that. And then we're going to cross our right leg over our left and then drop it down. Some people say don't let your right shoulder lift. I say do what feels good. If it feels better to let your legs be on the ground, do that. If you have a bolster, you can bring that under. And then maybe your shoulder can connect to the floor. But the goal is to feel something in this stretch. So where do you feel it? Do you need to lift your knees up here? Yes. And then breathe, relax, let it go. Let your imperfect posture be perfect for you. And then up and over to the other side. So uncrossing and then left leg up and over, crossing and dropping it. Oh yeah. Your gaze can be wherever it feels good. I really want you to listen to your intuition here in all of my classes. Where does it feel good for me? Rose told me to do this, but this feels better. Rose told me to do this, but I can't. I'm going to do my own thing. Maybe it looks similar, maybe it doesn't. I trust your journey is perfect for you. You know, if I was taking you through a forest and said, skip this way, and you sort of side shuffled or sashayed, that would be good. That's your way, and it's beautiful. You are uniquely beautiful because you are expressing you. You're allowing yourself to be you. Okay, coming up, Hugging those knees into your chest. And then maybe rocking side to side. Yes. You could do circles on your low spine. You go one way, go the other. And then we're going to spread our knees a little, bring our arms in between our knees, grab the outer edges of our feet. And legs are going to come to 90 degrees on our back. Do lots of 90 degrees. And then we're going to do that push-over action. So feet push towards the hands, hands pull the feet down. This will help to lower your low back, your low spine, all the way to the mat. You'll feel it. That's the goal. And then another goal is knees towards the ground. Did you notice I didn't say touching? You're just going towards the floor, towards the mat, towards the ground. Because if you're here, you want to go closer towards. And if you like, you can rock and roll your baby or not. Pushing the feet into the hands, hands pushing the feet, lowering your low back to the mat. And then release, let it go. And bring your legs out wide on your mat. Long, we're coming into final rest, Shavasana. And let the feet drop. Arms are at your side, palms face up. This is a posture of receiving. You want the palms up. And then letting your body relax. Letting your breath just naturally breathe itself. Letting your whole body melt into the ground. Like you are a sponge. A wet sponge. Sinking into the earth. Becoming one with the earth. There's no line between the connection. It's seamless. You are the earth and the earth is you. Being held, being supported. Surrendering and softening to Mother Earth. Now I want you to start bringing awareness back to your breath. Maybe you notice it in your belly or in your chest. And making any small movements, maybe that's fluttering of your toes or your fingers. Maybe it's a wrist twist, ankle twirl. Maybe ankles are going side to side. You could also move your head side to side, so cheek towards one side slowly, and then up, back to neutral, and then the other side. I like to notice my breath, like, wow, belly. Maybe it makes me appreciate my breath more, just the awareness of it, fascination that this works for us all the time without us thinking. What a gift. And then that makes me think, I am a gift. I am this magical, amazing being. Look at me. Look what I can do. Bringing yourself onto one side of your body, curled up into a little ball, so you would be in your mom's belly. And whenever you are there, notice what arm is on top of your body. Is it your right or your left? And then take that arm and place that hand into the mat, and then push yourself up, keeping your eyes closed, pushing yourself up to a seated posture, whatever seated posture feels good for you. And once you're there, then bringing your hands together in prayer position and sealing that thumb against your heart, your chest bone, and then lowering your chin towards your fingertips or bowing your forehead towards the ground in a gesture of appreciation, gratitude, thank you. And maybe you notice what you're thankful for. Maybe it's in this moment or in your day or in your life. You can list all of them. Gratitude raises our vibration. We end class. If you like, you can do your own Om. The nice thing is I'm not with you. I can't check. And even if I were to check, I wouldn't care. You can do a hum Om. Feels nice to have that vibration. And then when you're ready, opening your eyes. Maybe you touch your body. I do this quickly as a moment of thank you, body. Thank you, legs. Thank you, everything, for showing up. I don't have to move my hands, but just showing you. Just sort of bowing my head a little. It's like, thank you for being able to move like this. And then I bring my hands to the earth. Some people touch their forehead to the earth as a gesture of thank you. And it can mean whatever it means for you. Is it thank you for always being here for me? Thank you for absorbing some of my emotions when I need to release them. Thank you for the food, the nature, the surroundings you provide for me. Whatever it is it thank you for letting me be a spirit in a body and living this human experience? Whatever comes to you is right for you for right now. Again, no judgment. Your practice is perfect. You are perfect, just as you are. So thank you for being here with me, for practicing, and for that little pause when I had to make the doorman stop. Okay, have a good day. I hope this sets you up for a good, happy, energetic day. Some more self-love. Bye.